All right, what up, Nerd Squad? Thanks for stopping back in. I got another little bullshit assessment for you today. I want to talk to you guys about the Netflix movie Army of the Dead that just dropped a couple days ago. I did take a couple days before getting to this, but did get a chance to watch it. So I wanted to give you guys kind of my no BS on this one, what I thought, what I liked, hated, kind of you guys know the drill. Not a full-on review, so to speak, of the movie. I'm not going to do a full breakdown of what took place. There will be obviously the typical spoilers, just kind of talking about some of the stuff that took place, but again, not doing just like a full rundown of it. But basically, if you guys are not familiar with this, this is a Zack Snyder movie, which is awesome. It's kind of nice to see him getting away from some of the other stuff where he had some limitations, we'll say. We'll just kind of put it that way. But pretty cool stuff. Really good cast. The main star of this is Dave Bautista. I will say he has been somebody that I have watched probably all of his movies to this point that I can think of. And I really, really, really enjoy him. I think he is evolving very well into acting, obviously from WWE, or if you're old school like me, WWF. But I'm really glad that he walked away or stepped away from that to pursue the acting thing, because I think he's killing it. I think he's doing a great job. He has very much become one of my favorite actors to watch. I think he's pretty well-rounded. He fits these roles really well. And this is no exception. I think he did a fantastic job in this movie. I will say, though, going forward kind of with this thing, that full disclosure here, I do not like zombie movies or shows. I know. I wasn't a fan. I didn't get on board with the, Walking Dead stuff and World War Z stuff and just really in that stuff. Like Zombieland, I liked. Those were funny to me. I loved the humor in those, but I just don't get into the zombie stuff. It does not do it for me. It's not my top of the line stuff that I want to go for, in the fantasy realm and stuff like that. It just, I don't know. It just doesn't really resonate with me. Never really has. So going into this, I was a little hesitant because I wasn't super, super over the top excited. Again, a really good cast, so I was excited about that. But as far as the story of it goes, I didn't look into it too heavily until it did come out, and then I kind of realized like kind of what's going on. And a real brief synopsis of this thing is basically there's the alpha, I guess, the initial host or Zeus as they call him, zombie escapes. And I'm laughing because it's super funny. And I don't know if this is an Easter egg or not, but we'll run through it real quick. So there's an army convoy heading up the highway. It looks like it had left Area 51. And there's another car, an oncoming car, where a gentleman is getting treated to some oral delights, we'll call it. To some of you, I know the slang out there. Trust me, this is why it's funny to me is, this guy was getting brains. So is that something that's a reference to the zombie thing? I'm thinking 100%. So anyway, car crash, zombie gets out, heads to Vegas, and basically Vegas becomes ground zero for this zombie action. But anyway, the story evolves, and, Dave is somebody who his character had gone through a lot of stuff with this. He had to kill his own wife because she got infected and stuff, and that, created a huge rift between him and his daughter and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, Dave gets a call, and basically there's a very wealthy individual who wants him to put a team together to go in because there's still like $200 million or something crazy amount of money left in one of the casinos. And he wants his team to go in there and retrieve this money. They're going to pay him a ton of money to do it. And obviously there's tons of danger because they have to go in and make it through the zombies and all this stuff. So he puts this team together and decides it's what he wants to do. And they go in, and just kind of going through, you get to learn a little bit more about what's going on. It's really not about the money. It's one of the gentlemen that's on the team got sent there by the guy who's paying this team to go in to retrieve one of the alpha zombies. And I can't remember exactly what they call them. They have a specific term for them, but there's a section of these zombies that are basically direct derivatives of the host, and that makes them stronger, faster, smarter, things of that nature. They're not just the regular zombies. So anyway, he goes in there, and his main goal is he kind of like takes the queen zombie and takes her head. He wants to bring it back. And he does allude to it at one point that, the scientific study they can do on that head and the blood and the virus and stuff like that to weaponize this thing is more important than all that money that's down there in the vault. So it really wasn't about the money. None of them knew it except for the one guy, and he kind of betrays a few of them, and on this team kind of makes it difficult. Bautista's daughter, who, again, he's got a troubled kind of past with, joins up on the team. She's a volunteer at one of the aids outside of Vegas, outside of Ground Zero or whatever. And a couple of the women she was looking after got sent back in or chose to go back in because they were looking for somebody or something. So she wants to try to rescue them. And, man, here's the thing, man. You want to talk about, like, the real villain of this story is, is Bautista's daughter, man. The poor decision-making on her part alone got got literally everybody except her and one other person killed by the end of this thing. And it's just, because she didn't listen, she didn't pay attention, and she just wanted to do her own thing. So it made it difficult. She definitely, I think, ruined everything that was taking place. But I digress. The story has fantastic action. There's really good comedic parts to it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, kind of the slow motion, like killing tons and tons of zombies in different really cool fashions, and it's super gory. I mean, there's a zombie tiger. It's one of Siegfried and Roy's tigers is a zombie in this movie. So it was very, very well thought out, very well done, very well directed, very well, the cinematics were fantastic. The cast, again, I'll praise it up and down, was great. So for me, this is a win. My no bullshit assessment on this is a win. And again, for me, not being into the zombie genre, this is still a good movie. This is one that I think you should definitely see. I don't think the reviews on it were super hot. It looked like IMDb had it at 6 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes is currently sitting at 71%. This is 3 or 4 days after release of it. So it's definitely not at the top. It's not a stellar one. It's not getting stellar ratings, but I thought it was really cool. Again, for what it was, really good storytelling, really good story within the story. Each character pretty much could have had their own spinoff, and I do believe they are going to be doing a prequel to this with the individual who was like the safe cracker, the guy who was cracking into the safe. I think they're going to do a prequel with him. But it was a good movie. Like I said, I liked it. It does at the end open up the opportunity for sequels. The one surviving member of this whole ordeal, after Vegas is completely nuked and wiped off the face of the earth, he survives this thing and doesn't realize that he had been bitten until he's flying on a plane to Mexico City, and that's kind of where it ends. So it definitely opens up the door to continue the storyline moving forward. Obviously, it would have to be with a different cast, as you'll come to find. They all die, including Dave Bautista, which I think is unfortunate because, again, I'm really, really, truly starting to like him as an actor and the stuff that he's doing. So it's nice to see him getting more roles and more roles that aren't just action stuff, but there's good story behind it and emotion and stuff. So well done. I thought it was fantastic. I would check it out if I were you. If it's something that even kind of tickles your fancy a little bit, I would look into it. Like I said, I had no intention on, going head over heels for this thing with it being a zombie flick and all, but I liked it. I would watch, I'd watch it again. If there were sequels or prequels to it, I would watch those too based off of this one. So it's a win. I'd say check it out. But let me know what you guys think. Same as always, leave some comments. Make sure you tell your friends, subscribe, do all that cool social media shit. Hit me up on Instagram, Sector 7 Podcast. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Have you seen it yet? Are you like me? Zombies don't do it for you, or, just any of that good stuff. But let me know. I'm open to it, and we'll be doing some new stuff moving forward. I think we got Mighty Ducks Game Changers, I think, is wrapping up in the next week or so we might jump on that. Bad Batch still going strong. I'm still really enjoying that. So definitely some stuff coming out. I think the trailer for Eternals just dropped, so that's cool. So make sure you guys check that out. But plenty of stuff going on. Just as long as I got the time to jump on and chat with you guys, I will do it. Let me know if there's something specific that you guys want to see, or if you want me to do a no bullshit assessment on something, I'd be happy to do it. Just leave me a comment or shoot me a message or any of that good stuff. But until the next one, guys, same as always, stay safe, be good to each other. We'll see you in the next one. See ya.